rocks, big rocks.
Do you have any clothing on?
Like a little loincloth, male, something around my neck.
Describe it to me.
It's like an amulet. It's on like rawhide.
Does it have a symbol?
Yes.
What does it look like?
It kind of looks like a cross between something that would be on a rune and a Celtic symbol.
Describe your surroundings.
They're rough rocks, kind of big hills, like rough terrain. It's warm.
Is it always warm here?
No, not always.
What's over there on your left side?
There's a woman.
There's a what?
A woman.
A woman? Describe her to me.
She's in like a white robe, light hair. She's like glowing.
She's glowing?
Mm-hmm.
Is she human?
She's in human form.
Is she talking with you?
Yes, this is like a place where all of the species and worlds come to gather, like a council. So some are in hologram and some are in physical form, if they can move themselves there.
What do you mean hologram? What is a hologram?
They project themselves to the meeting place. Some of them are other parts of me too, where we come together to say what we're doing on the other planes. But I don't think all of them are me. I think some are others as well.
Tell me more about that.
It's like a council to strategize.
And what are some of the things they're working on?
Everybody's working on Earth right now.
In what way?
Trying to figure out the best way to get it to move forward. It's a little stuck.
What do you mean Earth was stuck?
Some of the people there are worried about the light workers that came down, because they're mired in the denseness, and some are having a harder time extras getting themselves out of that vibration. So it's taking longer than they imagined that it would to help Earth and its inhabitants move past this density.
So what are the choices?
They're infinite. Choices are infinite for everybody on Earth.
So what's going to happen now?
There's still some, they're saying magic, there's still some magic places on Earth that have to be activated, that haven't been woken up yet, and that will help.
Tell me more about that. How does a place become activated? And how does it help?
It becomes activated by people recognizing it, just somebody recognizing it. And it could be through, they don't have to be there. It could be through dream work, it could be through meditation, it could be through intention. But all of the sacred places that everybody on Earth is not aware of need to be activated to help the transition.
Tell us more about the transition.
The transition is happening from being controlled, working as a battery, as slaves to the controllers, to being free and autonomous, to be your own energy source.
Who are the controllers?
There are many. They are the main controllers are from off planet, who saw Earth as a easy target because nobody was protecting them.
What gives them the power to do that? Or the right to do that?
Free will and the rules are that they also have free will, and their subjects are going along with it. But the argument from many around that are watching and trying to help is that the free will of the subjects have been so compromised that they are not operating with knowing any of the truth or the manipulation that is keeping them trapped in the game, the roles that they're playing.
Yes, it seems like the controllers might have free will, but the people they're controlling seem to be taken advantage of.
Yes.
That's not free will for them.
Well, taken advantage of is different than being totally co-opted. Mm-hmm. So they have been manipulating them for eons and numbing them and dumbing them down and inbreeding them so that they follow, which is technically free will. It's a technicality. They're playing on a technicality, and the rest of the conscious races are saying that the technicality should negate what's happening. Mm-hmm. So there's very many meetings and arguments and back and forth of what is free will and how hijacked the minds of the people have become, that are they really operating under free will at this point?
So you say the sacred spaces need to be activated.
Yes.
Can you tell us what and where these places are and how we can help to activate them?
So there are many on all the continents, and they set up a grid of light. So by talking to, there's portals. There are many. So we can't tell you, because there are so many, we can't tell you. The intention needs to be to open up all sacred, magical spots, known and unknown. Everybody opens the big ones and the obvious ones, but the smaller ones are part of it's like the capillary system of the energetics. So the intention would be to enter into any portal anywhere, doesn't matter if you know where it is or not, and to activate all of the other portals and light grids that connect every place on Earth that needs to open up to receive and send the light codes to its inhabitants, and also to the rest of the multiverses, knowing that that's been turned on and activated will help things move forward.
Can we do this now?
Yes, we can start this now. It will not be immediate, but starting it will start the blood flow, the light flow, and the intention will start others realizing. So we can start and ask for help from others through the activation of this.
What are the appropriate words to request this activation?
So we ask to open up a portal that is in part of this system, and step into the portal with our light, Christ conscious beings, like a key into a lock. And as we step into that portal, wherever it is on the earth, it will flow to and activate all of the other portals that are hidden and not known, to invite others to step into them like a key into a lock. And each person that needs to do this will be called psychically to put their vibration into the correct portal and keep that flow going until all of them are activated and connected, and the minute systems of flow will be lighted and the light grid will be activated, and the earth and its inhabitants will gain energy and knowledge and momentum from this being done.
How can we do this and prevent any manipulation or anything interfering with the pureness of this?
The intention is pure. The keys are pure. And the controllers are very distracted right now with bigger things. So it will go under their radar. It's like the eye of Saruman that looks other ways while something's happening right under it. So it will begin. If you can step into your portal and she can step into her portal, just energetically right now, that will start the activation for others to be called to energetically step into their portals.
Okay, is there anything else we need to do here at this with the council?
They're very busy. They're not concerned. They do know that all will be well, but there's all beings from all realms that are interested in the outcome of Earth and the Earth plane, and they want us to know that they are all there for us and that they are helping as much as they can. But it is so important for the humans that are on the planet at this point that have decided to incarnate, whether they have been humans many times or are not really humans but took a human form, to do the work to make this a permanent transition. So they're there for advice and they're there for support, and they are actively strategizing so that they can beam their intentions down to those who are listening. But those of us here have to keep doing it. It's the only way.
What is the best way to contact them for advice?
Just ask.
How should we address them?
There are many councils. This council is called the Interdimensional Council of some, I can't get the name. Interdimensional Council. They said we can just call them the Interdimensional Council. It's many different types of they're different because they're not a council made of the same types of beings. They're a council made of all different types. And so they are more able to see many different perspectives and offer many different ways of coming about things. So they are good for many different energies that have manifested on the earth plane at this time.
And do you come to this place often?
Yes.
Does everyone go to this place?
No. Only people who are a part of the council and their energies.
Is there anything else we should do here today in this area?
We should keep praying.
Mm-hmm.
Praying matters. It is heard. We should, even though we're tired, not get lazy or complacent in what is happening. It's still, even though it's already been won, it still will take some effort. So to keep wherever you're called to go, whatever you're called to do, and if you're called to rest, if you're called to act, and no matter what thought comes into your head about how you can help the planet, even if it seems trivial or ridiculous or insurmountable, to just do that, whether by act or intention, if it's something that's far away or seems like it can't be done in this form. Mm. So to listen to what's being asked and to keep doing that. Mm-hmm. There's still much work to be done.
May I speak to conscious, please?
Yes.
Super conscious.
Yes.
Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
I know the superconscious could have brought forth many different things to see today. You chose to bring forward when she was at a time when she was with the council. Why did you pick that to show her today?
We wanted to show her that she's also working on many other planes, in many other forms, in many other dimensions that are also helping. So she does her work here by doing what she's doing and trying to call in and be in and project the fifth dimensional realities. But she's also doing all of those other things at the same time.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about that level, plane, or dimension?
It is as real as this one, and it is, everything is locked into what happens on Earth right now. So there is a lot of tension, expectations, excitement, frustration around what is playing out here.
What do you mean it's locked into it?
What happens on Earth will foretell, and it's like a blueprint of a different way of being that's being born right now. And so for that to happen will inform other civilizations and other dimensions and other planets and planes about how it's like a playbook is being written. So many people are interested in it. It's almost like they're saying it's almost like a Supreme Court case. Like, this has gotten to the highest levels of what is acceptable, what's not acceptable, what's permissible, what's not permissible. And as it plays out, that will have ramifications on the ways others treat different races, different planets, different dimensions.
Are we supposed to do anything with this?
We'll step into that portal. Know that you're a key to that. Keep doing your work. Keep tapping into what you know to be more true than what's playing out on the TVs and on the news and on that is real to a point, but it's more not at this point. It's the leftover vibration that needs to be resolved. Keep having faith that you know that true good and true light will win on this planet. And forgive the people pushing what is seen as the evil, because they too are playing their roles to push the limits, to make these new guidelines of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, and what those who were born to be free are willing to subject themselves to, and believe, instead of believing what's inside of them.
There are so many lies on Earth. How does this play into it?
It's like a treasure hunt that you see. So why can some people see and why can some people not see? What is the weak mind and the strong mind? What is the clue that activates what people already know and turns them on that it is all a lie? The lies are put there as tests to manipulate, but also to wake up. They do double duty, and the observers are watching to see how hijacked people are, that they can't even see the truths when they are put next to the lies. They still believe the lies. So rising above the lies and seeing them for lies is what needs to happen, and is the hope is that it will happen for most people before the game is done.
How much longer will this go on?
Not long. We're seeing this is towards the end. Many people have woken up. The question is what to do with those who have not woken up or can't wake up.
Yeah.
So are they allowed to continue? Are they put somewhere else? They will not add to the positive vibration at this point. So the question is, many people thought that many more would be awoken by this point. So the question is how to separate the awake from the unawake, because it is becoming clear that there is a percentage of people who will never awaken in this form. So the game is to make it more obvious so that more awaken, so the percentage is smaller, so it won't be such a shock as things change.
Do humans have to see something play out, or will it all just be different without that piece of it?
Both will happen. Some will just move into the new energies, and some will have to see there be obvious consequences for the trickery and the actions. It depends on what people pay attention to. Some people will pay attention to that, and some people will not pay attention to that. The people who don't pay attention to that will be able to move forward more quickly. The people who need that will still move forward, but it will take longer. So there will be, as there has been, but it will be more obvious. There will be multiple vibrational states in this plane, on this planet, coexisting simultaneously. And the people in the higher vibrational planes will spend less time dipping into the lower vibrational planes, and they will just keep creating what they want to create. And they will know what's happening but not be as interested in it, because they know in the long run it doesn't matter. They know that that kind of justice is only for third and lower fourth dimensional necessity. And if they're in the fifth, sixth, seventh, and higher, there's a different form of resolution.
How can we keep our energy high in the midst of the work we're all doing?
Keep asking for help. Ask your starseed family to send energy to you. They are anyway, but be aware of it. Those who have decided not to manifest are aware, although they can't understand, because many of them haven't manifested in this form, how difficult it is. So they, in some ways, they mourn for you. They're very proud, but they also have a hard time understanding that choice, but they want to keep you strong, and they want to keep you vibrant, and they want to keep you of high vibration, and they want to keep you healthy. So if you ask your starseed families, they will help. And the work you're about to do will help as well. There's no energy behind the controller's agenda anymore. They're just playing it out because they have to play it out to wake more people up, but they're all bark and no bite at this point. There's no energy behind that. So to stop treating it as if it has as much energy as it used to, and to start being aware and watching that, but spending the energy creating what needs to be created to move on is more important.
May we ask who is speaking now?
It is the all-knowing.
The council. Can you tell us more about that?
That was another planet where people are invited openly as a safe space to be. Some live there. The first being lived there. The others travel, either astrally project or come in ships to be there in person, and they talk about what is happening. Usually it can be anywhere, but lately it's been Earth. What's happening on Earth.
Is there anything else we need to know or do regarding that place, or the work we need to do to help more people, to help more planets?
Know that we can be more aware that we go there. Know that we can always call on everybody in that council to strengthen us and help us, and for wisdom. Know that there are many in all the multitudes that are aware of what's happening on Earth and concerned, and are rooting for most of the humans to make it out of that prison matrix that's been formed in and around them.
Is there anything else you would like to talk with us about today?
We know that you've been working hard on many levels. We honor that in you and all of those who have decided to spend their energy in this form. You knew it wouldn't be easy, but you didn't know it would be this difficult. So we thank you for all the work you've done and all the work that you will do. And everything that you do is making a difference. So keep doing what you're doing, keep being open to the downloads that you're getting. Please keep practicing the new techniques that you're being shown and given, and as you practice them, they will translate into other humans. Keep listening to your God voice, your intuition. Trust that above all else, and stay connected with like-minded people at this time so that you can strengthen each other.